Good day, everybody. So here's another thing. Infernals, demons, daemons, people would call them. They were just beings created. Same with angels. They were just beings created. Demons sought the darker side of things. Angels sought the lighter side of things. But then there are demons and angels that sought both. So, if the fall never happened, which it didn't, then all of these things would be greater in power, greater in mind, body, and soul, because they were always divine beings. A fall doesn't mean that it's a fall from heaven to earth. A fall from heaven to earth would never really happen. So these angels and divine beings, I would call them, angels and demons, or whatever you guys would use for terminology, they're just divine beings. The ones that sought darkness, they said they were falling. They were falling into places that they don't want to go. But they became even more powerful falling into these places. So the other angels were like, we reach for the light in everything. It's just two different powers. That's all it is. And then the ones that sought to seek both of them, they were in the middle. They were a totally different type of angel and demon. They kind of made it a mix of themselves. Mix of both of them into one. So, when I realized that my family was the raven on the rock, the crow on the rock, be it what you want to call it, that prevented the fall from the family that climbed Jacob's ladder to talk to a higher being. And then they found out that gods don't really exist. Everything in the universe is in us and everything else. So there would be no need to even fear anything, really. To fear, control, none of that stuff really needs to happen. It's just not the way. So, this is a little food for thought for all you religious buffs out there and all you witches and what have you, Norse, everybody. That whatever they have written in the Bible isn't correct. Then you gotta talk about there's an older Bible out there that the clergy, the Vatican, doesn't want anybody to know that it exists. It would destroy everything that they have. That's why they hide it. Let's say, it says in it basically that there are no higher powers above Earth. Earth is everything. We are part of Earth because it is everything, and it birthed us because it is everything. So once we finally realize that there are no gods or higher powers or source or it's just all of everything is everything, and it's just so beautiful, and it's not a matrix or a soup or none of that crap. It's the way it is. All of it. So really take it to heart, mind, body, and soul that this is the way things are. And if you don't like it, keep believing in your mind or your soul or your heart what you want to believe. It may be true to your heart, but it's not true to the actual world itself. But that's okay, because you'll get to where you want to go just by believing in it. And believing in things is big in this world. Believing, manifesting, all those things. Just thinking things some of us can manifest, can make things happen. So, and we are the ones that have the original teachings in our heads. These original teachings come from very extreme situations. My life is like a snake, and it's like this. Extreme ups and extreme downs. Extreme ups and extreme downs. So I've made it only go extreme ups for a long time. And then I had an extreme down just lately on purpose. And now it's an extreme up. I've learned to elongate how much the down and up is. So, when other people want to hex me, curse me, send bad intentions this way, or I have other people spell so that anything going towards them comes towards me, and I transmute it into whatever I want to. I have sigils and wards as tattoos on my skin spiritually, and I was born with these. So to be born with these, I realize that nothing can curse me or hex me. And if they do, it just transmutes into my own me. And then I can use it for whatever I want. I just go into the sleep realm, into the dream realm, and before I go to bed, I meditate on what I want to do in the dream realm, in a list, and then I go. And I do things with other people's energy, because I realize that the earth is everything and all, even the stars and everything else. So are we. We're not star seeds, we're not anything like that. We're human beings on the planet Earth. Have a grand rest of your day.